Hey everyone, thanks for clicking on the video. I want to get right into this. I want to give you guys nothing but the facts. And honestly, this is as factual as you could get for a rumor. I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to show you my sources and prove to you that they're credible. Because if you're subscribed to me already, you know that I don't report just anything for views. And if I do report a rumor, I will only report it if it's credible, and I'll say it's a rumor. So I will say this is a rumor, but every rumor that this person has said has turned out to be true in 2020. And whether you know it or not, chances are, if you've seen any YouTuber's rumor, like if you heard about the Paper Mario game, if you like heard a rumor that was gonna come, probably another YouTuber quoted this article, this journalist, and didn't give him credit, or maybe they did. You might have heard the name VentureBeat. That is the person who has had all the correct leaks. I'm going to show you everything they've called right because it's crazy. A few days ago, after they were confirmed the release date for Paper Mario, at the very bottom of the article, they said Nintendo obviously has games in the works. Other Nintendo studios will have games ready for release soon as well. That includes the 3D Mario remasters. I'll get into that, but it should also include Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and that was absolutely huge. Even though they casually dropped it at the end, they haven't been wrong about anything. And Pikmin 3 would be amazing. You know, it's a Wii U game, so it's not like it's a brand new game, but if they release Pikmin 3, what does that mean? It's probably coming. Pikmin 4. Plus, a lot of people didn't get to play Pikmin 3 because it is a Wii U game, so it'd be amazing to get. So this is the person who I want to call attention to right now, Jeff Grubb. Jeff, you are an absolute legend, sir. I don't know what your sources are, but obviously it's legit. It's the real deal. So let me show you how right Jeff has been all year. So first of all, March 10th, this was a few days before the Animal Crossing Switch came out, 10 days before Animal Crossing itself came out, and everyone was like, where's the Nintendo Direct? Where's the Nintendo Direct? There was an Animal Crossing Direct a couple days after this. Jeff was like, yo, listen up guys, there's gonna be an Indie Direct, okay? It's gonna be probably about March 18th. Then about a week later, we'll get a full-blown General Direct, March 26th. I think he was exactly right on both of these, and it came out 3 weeks before these. And I remember watching channels like Arlo being like, no one ever calls the directs right. Like, you know, people say, oh, this person called it, but I never see those. Well, Arlo, here you go. Arlo, I know you've used VentureBeat in your videos. Jeff Grubb is getting everything right, Arlo. This is the person. You know, you said, I don't know if you realize that he's called everything this year. But yeah, he called the directs. He knew that one was going to be an indie, and then it was going to be a full general direct a week later. And then a few days after that direct came out, just a few days, he confirmed that Nintendo is making 3D Mario remasters for the 35th anniversary. I reported this as soon as it came out. You can go check my video. A lot of people are commenting on that video, being like, wow, I guess you were right about Paper Mario. I wasn't right, it was Jeff. But yes, I will report on Jeff for sure. I will use my critical thinking to figure out what rumors have basis, and obviously, Jeff has proven himself to be an extremely credible source. So, in case you aren't aware of this, you know, it has stuff that people aren't talking about. Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy all being released in one collection, basically a Super Mario All-Stars 2. If anyone else would say this, I would say it was BS, but because it's VentureBeat, who's gotten everything right, I have to think that this is coming. So right here, this was all the way back in March, just a few days after Animal Crossing came out. Jeff goes, you know what, we're gonna get a Super Mario's All-Star 2, which would include Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. So look out for that, I bet it's coming. It's likely that 3D World may get its own separate deluxe style release. I bet that's coming. The Paper Mario game, meanwhile, represents a return to the franchise's roots. So he confirms it is not a remake of the Thousand Year Door. He confirms it's a new game. And he confirms that it's going to be something closer to the N64 and GameCube games. So March 30th, 2020, he called the Paper Mario game. That's out. He also called the 3D Mario games. I'm sure we're going to get that too. Nintendo likes to space out their releases. And now that we saw how Paper Mario was shadow dropped, it's not crazy to think they're going to shadow drop those either. So same person now, after Nintendo released the Paper Mario, you know, has a whole article talking about the Paper Mario. And Jeff, you are a savage. He mentions right in his article, Paper Mario, the Origami King is the traditional Paper Mario game that I referenced in my March report about Nintendo's release schedule. Nintendo dropped the announcement suddenly and outside of the Direct because the company is struggling with a work from home transition. And again, VentureBeat called that there's going to be no more Directs for the rest of 2020. So the reason you're not seeing any Directs over the summer, Nintendo's not doing a Direct. That's why they dropped Paper Mario this way. VentureBeat called that one too. If you see anything written by Jeff Grubb and it's posted on VentureBeat, I would take that as something that's probably going to happen at some point. You know, there's always delays. Those are a thing. But if he posts it there, it's going to happen eventually. So 3D Mario games definitely coming to Switch. And this is he knew that this was going to be big to drop right at the end. Last sentence, other Nintendo studios will have games ready for release soon. That includes the 3D Mario remasters, but should also include Pikmin 3 Deluxe. So these rumors are crazy. As you can see, they're credible. They're exciting. You know, we already know Nintendo's confirmed that they are definitely working on Metroid Prime 4. I'm sure we'll get the trilogy at some point, and I'm sure when we do, you can look on VentureBeat to find out more about that. But I'll keep reporting on it as well because I know people aren't scouring the internet doing this deductive reasoning, and apparently YouTubers aren't even catching on that VentureBeat is where it's at, that Jeff Grubb has a connection. So I'm more than happy to report fun stuff like this, exciting stuff like this. And if I see other people, you know, reporting it, bigger YouTubers, then that's great. They caught on. I'll quit doing it because, you know, the big ones, if they're doing it, I like to try to do something different. But if you enjoyed this, if you got some use out of it, if it opened your eyes to how much actual legit leaks are happening, definitely feel free to drop a like, drop a comment on what you're most excited about, and consider subscribing. Hopefully I can get a few more subscribers too. I can be a little bigger. But honestly, I just love games and do this for fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.